subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
All right, we're in the building, family. We are in the building. Round of applause to you. Round of applause to you one more time. What's up, man? How y'all doing? Glad to have y'all in for the tap in. Yes, indeed. While everybody's getting in the room, we do indeed have a lot of people in the room right now. So y'all give me a retweet. That would be absolutely phenomenal if you can give me a retweet. And while you're giving those retweets, let me shout out some of the regulars real quick. We got Chris, Michael, Aztec. We have Highland. We have Ty Powell. We have Miss Skyline, Trelly, Cousin Jerry, Grinds TV, Brother Daniel, Cornbread, Mafioso in the building, and our good brother FBA Furball up out of Hawaii. Round of applause and respect to the law. Respect to the. Before I get started chopping it up, don't forget, family, October 4th, we're having the Funny Fall Fest at the Hidden History Museum. We got a lot of great comics. We got complimentary food, great music, great mingling and mixing and chopping it up. Get your tickets now at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. You don't want to miss it. Join us there. hiddenhistorymuseum.com. And we're going to take some calls early, family. But before we do, one thing I do want to talk about. Did y'all see Cory Booker got engaged? Oh, Cory Booker has gotten engaged. Senator Booker out of Jersey. He has gotten engaged, and boy, they are really skinning and grinning. He got this chick. Where's the woman from? Where's that woman from? He got this woman. Where is she from? I gotta look that up. Um, what's the woman's name? Her name is Alexis Lewis. And a lot of people talk about how she looked like Rosario Dawson because Cory Booker was in a quote relationship with Rosario Dawson a few years ago. And where's she from? Okay, they said she's a real estate investment professional. Um, he said they began dating in 2024 after a blind date, and they lived together in Washington, D.C., and only became public about their relationship only recently. Listen, family, a lot of people are questioning this engagement because a lot of people have been questioning Cory Booker, and I don't have a problem with Cory Booker. Cory Booker follows me here on Twitter. He follows me. I follow him back. But Cory Booker, does he really stump for black issues like that? I mean, he'll stump for immigration, LGBT issues, all that stuff, but yeah, that's my thing. Y'all don't stump. Y'all don't stump for those black issues like you do these other issues. But a lot of people are like, okay, this looks like another arranged relationship because when he was with Rosario Dawson, that many people speculated that was an arranged relationship. It wasn't a real relationship. That was the conjecture. But the people are justified in kind of raising their eyebrows about this quote relationship that Cory Booker is in. I mean, he's 56 years old, never been married. I don't think he has any children. And many people look at that as a red flag when you have older dudes like that and they haven't had no children or they haven't been married. Yeah, that's kind of rare, especially among a high profile national politician, especially with presidential aspirations. You see, this sudden engagement after these decades and decades of public bachelorhood, kind of feels abrupt. And many people are looking at this as possibly being conveniently timed for a 2028 presidential run. Are they grooming Cory Booker for 2028? Because who does the Democrats have? Who does the Democrats have to run for 2028? They ain't. I know they ain't about to do nothing with Jasmine Crockett. I know Gavin Newsom. What they're gonna try to do something with him? They've been trying to, I guess, groom him and get him prepared. But I'm thinking a follow up would be them trying to get Cory Booker prepped in prime for that 2028 run. So now, to get him right, they got to have an image of maturity, commitment, and normalcy. Those are traits that people look for in a presidential candidate. Being a single presidential candidate, being a man who's unmarried, or just a person unmarried, period, that's not a good look if you're making a presidential run. And with Cory Booker, no disrespect, but there's been a lot of speculation about his sexuality. There's been a lot of rumors. People saying he in the closet. We don't know. I'm not saying that to disparage. And if he is, that's okay. If he is, that's okay. I'm not saying that to disparage. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. But you know, him getting in these little strange relationships, and it looks forced and it looks orchestrated to kind of squash those rumors, to make him appear traditionally masculine in the political realm. Because that Rosario Dawson relationship, man, the chemistry was so off. Let's be real. That chemistry was off. It was we were scrutinizing it then. See, they went real public with it. They're doing the red carpet appearances and all these campaign trail moments. The chemistry just wasn't there. It was basically, it seemed like it was manufactured for the 2020 election cycle, to kind of give him a charismatic, romantic narrative for voters. Because even the way, y'all remember, go back, when he was discussing his relationship with Rosario Dawson, it don't sound, the way he was talking about it didn't sound natural. It sounded like a queen, trying to pretend he's with women. He was like, yes, I'm in a relationship with Rosario Dawson. I'm really excited about it. Yeah, we really love each other. We're very intimate. And yeah, I'm very excited about our relationship. Dudes don't talk like that. We don't talk like that. You come on, man. We don't say that. That sounds like a dude who got a hankering for Bucci Cat. How they think you're supposed to talk. We don't be like, "Oh, I'm so excited about our relationship." Yeah, players be like, "Yeah, that's my lady right there. Yeah, that's my old lady right there." Yeah, we just real casual with it. I mean, all that other shit. But yeah, it just seemed weird. It's like, what's that? Andrew Caldwell. Remember the delivered guy, the guy who went to church and said he got delivered. He ain't with men's no more. That sounds like him when he tried to act like he was straight. He tried to act like he was delivered, and him describing women. But I had kissed the woman and I had sex, and it was good. But nigga, please. I have been with a women. He can't get his plurals and singulars together. Yes, I have been with a women, and let me tell you, it it was good. It was so good. We had sex, and it was it felt real nice. All right, nigga. Come on, man. No, 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 brother. No. And that's how Cory Booker be sounding. I kissed Rosario and it was good. No, brother. And what's interesting, this new fiance, this Alexis Lewis lady, she kind of has that Rosario Dawson look. So I guess they wanted to make it seem like he has a type. They didn't want to go get somebody who looked like Omarosa. That'd be too fake. It'd be like, wait a minute, you won't jump from type to type to type to type. So I guess they wanted to get somebody to make it seem like he has a type. Yeah. So that's giving more non-organic relationship. Yeah, that's a PR archetype. That's somebody who they cast some person for it. And listen, look, there's a political need for a family man image. See, in American politics, man, married male candidates, you're perceived as more stable, more trustworthy, and more relatable. Not just in politics, but just in activism, period, man. When you are in a relationship, if you're in a stable relationship, and if you're married, especially, and if you're seen as a person who takes care of your children, that builds trust with people. That's why so many people trust what I do. I'm a trustworthy person, and I'm in a stable relationship. I'm always with the children, so people see that, and that goes a long way. That shows stability. Flip it on the other side when you see people, and I don't want to throw shade. I hate to throw shade, but I'm gonna have to just kind of make an example. When you see Umar, for example, no, I'm not trying to beat up on Umar, but that's a great example to contrast what I'm saying. Umar, now he's not only is he not in a relationship, his relationships with his children is janky. They're talking about him on the internet. The baby mamas are talking about him, and this horrible. All of these old women he's laying up with, and then they're complaining about him. That's why stuff around the brother is crumbling. There's just no stability. You see, and again, I'm just using him as an example because um, he's a public figure. So that's people see the drama that he's going through, but that can apply to anybody. You see, people, the need for a family man, the optics are very, very important. You know, it's very important because if you can, a relationship in your family, that's the first community. If you can't manage your first community, if you cannot manage your own family, how are you going to manage a community and a civilization and a society? That's how people think on a subconscious level. You got to know how to really manage your family, make sure your family's stable, make sure that you can show that you can maintain a stable family. Yeah. But the thing is, again, with Cory Booker, they're trying to brand him. It looks like they're trying to give him that family branding thing so they can give a campaign rollout. So don't be surprised if you see the Democrats announce that he's going to be um, a nominee for the Democratic run pretty soon. Yeah. But these relationships they're trying to manufacture, I hope they're trying to coach him on how to look natural with the shit because there's a lack of chemistry with these relationships. Even the rollout, even the fact that they make a big deal about it, even this relationship thing now where he's engaged to this woman, it just looks so forced. I mean, him and the woman all up in the pictures, cheesing, real heavy, and this is just an engagement. Okay. Most engagements, people are not just doing this big press run and you skinning and grinning and all that. It just looks manufactured. It looks like some PR firm put this together. When people get engaged, usually it's kind of low key. You get engaged and you save all that excitement for the actual wedding. But again, it just feels very PR like. Yeah. And the DNC, they do image engineering big time. All of them do, and not just the DNC, the political landscape. They do image engineering. They know what it is. They do market research and see who's who and see what's what and what people feel and what people think. So they kind of engineer these images so that it could play well for the audience. It's just like with Kamala. They tried to manufacture a sister girl image with her ass that we didn't buy. Thank goodness we didn't buy that bullshit. Yeah, they sat her down and said, "Yes, we got to get that black vote. So we really got to sister girl you up when you get out there. Talk about all them collard greens you cook and listen to talk about all the raps you listen to." And she kept digging herself in holes because she kept saying stuff that was chronologically off kilter. She was like, "Yeah, when I was in college, okay, when I was in college, I used to listen to Tupac and all those guys in college." And then people start putting two and two together. Man, when you were in college, that was the mid '80s, and Tupac wasn't out. Oh, so folks saw how inauthentic her shit was. People start putting two and two together. You know, some DNC dipwits tried to explain for her when folks said, "Hey, Tupac didn't wasn't out then. Tupac didn't have commercial records out." These fools tried to say, "Well, Tupac had some mixtapes in the '80s, so she was probably listening to that." Do you know how much of a reach that is? You think Kamala Harris is listening to a Tupac mixtape from the '80s? Or not even a mixtape, probably a demo or something. He didn't have no records out in the '80s like that. But yeah, these people get desperate. So again, we this next presidential election, it's going to get very interesting. It's going to get very interesting. It's already a train wreck. I don't know who they're going to run. Well, JD Vance, the Democrats and the Republicans, I guess JD Vance is the next man up with the Republicans, and Gavin Newsom will possibly be the next man up for the Democrats, but Cory Booker looks like they're trying to make a lane for him. So this is going to get real interesting. Let me get some people in here. We got a lot of folks in here. Luke, let's get Mr. Luke in here. Luke or Coliseon? Coliseon, hop on in if that's your name, sir.
Yes, I was just wondering what your personal opinion was about the artificial intelligence.
My personal opinion on artificial intelligence?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it works for what it was, for what it is. I think it's good in some respects. There's some good things about it.
Do you think
Go ahead.
do you think that it's going to take all of our jobs in the United States, and then we're going to have to reverse to learning software, cybersecurity, and stuff?
That's a possibility, but yeah, it's already taken over a lot of jobs already, because people can just streamline everything with a lot of things with AI. Even filmmaking, it's really getting into some interesting areas as far as filmmaking and special effects and things like that, and creating art. So yeah, there's a lot of industries that have already been gutted because of it. So it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out. Now, what do you think about it? What are your thoughts about it?
Oh, well, I've been building for cybersecurity for 3 years, and they said that they're ordering robots from Alibaba to our facility in Virginia. I work near Washington D.C. In a place called Alexandria in Virginia, and they said that they're going to start replacing our jobs soon. My job, so I'm getting on X Spaces that are hosting spaces. What should I do? Basically, should I use another occupation? Should I switch? Because basically, I'm being stripped of my next 6 months.
Wow, how long you been working at the place?
3.5 years.
Okay. Did you go to college?
Yes, sir. I have a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity,
Okay. Wow, wow, wow. So there are no
and
other
I was in the Marine Corps. And I have 2 combat ribbons, and I was in the Marine Corps serving in Camp Pendleton.
oh wow. That's interesting. But yeah, it just depends on your skill set. It really depends on your skill set. You can get there's some AI adjacent technical roles. Hell, people have to train AI. Um, there's AI safety and ethics specialists. You still need humans there to kind of keep an eye on AI and make sure everything is running correctly. And then you have the legal thing. You still have to have real life and real time lawyers to make sure AI ain't saying all types of crazy stuff that's going to jeopardize corporations. So there's industries you can still get in. Um, that AI can't really take over like that. You still need teachers, special ed instructors, social workers, mediators and negotiators, coaches, personal trainers. therapists, counselors. I mean, there's jobs out there. That's what I'm saying. It just depends on your skill set. Mr. Luke, hop on, please.
Yes, I'm the reason why people like Causillion have a job. I'm in the threat matrix, political refugee. I love to troll AI, and I think AI is very dangerous. Large language models will never achieve true general intelligence. Just look at the story of GPT 2.5. It go one digit in one line of code made it go maximally lewd. So if you think I'm about to say something a little bit lewd next, but factual, I saw a lot of people on the blue pill talking about Cory Booker
Yeah.
and Grok AI. Grok AI, as you've seen in my comment in the blue pill, is saying Cory Booker has put up a new bill called the Do Not Harm Act that's going to be voted on in September. And Grok is saying if that law is enacted, it will take away the religious freedom for what is in the Talmud Shabbat 133b, the mandate to suck child penis that the Jews do. You've got services like azbriz.com and azmoil.com offering child penis sucking services for the Jews. And those Chabad Lubavitch pedophile cult operations will be obstructed by a bill put forwards by a black Zionist, according to Grok 2.5. I'm sorry, according to Kosher Grok 2.0.
Who's the black Zionist? And what is a black Zionist?
Cory Booker from New Jersey.
Oh, so he's a black Zionist.
He's a Zion. Is that not true?
I didn't know he was Jewish.
Yeah, APAC owns his little. He's on the APAC plantation all the way. You knew this, right?
Well, aren't all of the politicians connected with APAC?
No, the ones that aren't on APAC, you have to be more scared of. They're the ones that have been to Ordo Templi Orientis, Jewish Kabbalah, Gnostic Catholic, Black Mass child orgy rituals, and they've been compromised on the cheap. So it's not only APAC that gets control; it's child abuse, blackmail. Epstein, hello. Look at the temple on Little St. James Island. Look at the two pillars. Look at the occult bookshelf. Look at the Egyptian gods on the roof. That's Ordo Templi Orientis. Look at Hillary Clinton's WikiLeaks emails about spirit cooking. That's Ordo Templi Orientis cakes of light child blood drinking ritual. This is not conspiracy theory. This comes straight from their most holy book of the law, that says use the blood of the moon or the blood of the child in the cakes of light ritual that you know as spirit cooking. I've got their leaked training videos for the head of the cult, David Forrest Scriven, a.k.a. Free Theory. Oh, did the Satanists have to talk over me and shut me down?
Are you serious?
It's a bad thing against child sex. I'm sorry. The
On.
child sex mode.
What
Quiet.
are you doing? What are you doing? Come on.
I'm opposing pedophilia. What are you doing? Opposing pedophilia.
You are
Why do you love child sex?
piece of shit. You are a piece of shit.
I'm a piece of shit because I hate pedophilia. So good people, pure people love
you're
it.
a piece of
I'm exposing
shit
America's next Epstein. Howard
you're just a bot.
You plead guilty to raping kids and get no jail. Look at my timeline. No.
People. Are you serious?
Okay, I got him out. His phone was just janky, and he's just kind of saying stuff. So what's going on, Kate?
Thank you. Oh my gosh. This guy, are you serious? First of all, there's no cabal, okay, first of all. And second of all, there is definitely a liberal media that tries to indoctrinate. It's white liberals. It's white liberals that try to indoctrinate black people into this supremacy cult that they have.
Like, what do you explain that?
No, seriously. Why? Why? I am just this lowly bullshit person that happened to come into your space, okay? And it is white liberals that have indoctrinated people from all backgrounds, and they try to do you guys realize that white liberals are the white supremacists? Do you guys realize that?
So they're the only white supremacists? There are no right-wing white supremacists?
There are very much so right-wing white supremacists, okay? But there are the majority of white supremacists come from white liberals.
They come from
What happened? What happened to the alt right? What happened to all these other white militia groups that love the flag and follow Donald Trump? I'm sorry, I don't see what you see. So I'm confused. Help me understand, ma'am, and please lay off the drinks, drink some water, and talk with a clear mind, because you sound just as crazy as the other guy.
Kate. Are you here? Yo, Kate? Okay, again, Kate.
Yeah.
I think she's unconscious. Okay, we'll get Kate back later. She overdosed on mayo and meth. All right, what's up, Trust? Is this Halo?
Yeah, this Halo.
What's going on, man?
What's up? I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm out here. Hey, look, at the end of the day, I know you got some, you got that. I don't know where that guy came from. I don't know where he flew in from, Australia or UK or something like that. This is what happens when you're up on the internet too long. Y'all just go butt crazy. It just sounds ridiculous, you know. Uh, Look, at the end of the day, again, we're in a constitutional crisis. I don't know if we're going to have another election. I mean, truthfully, man, I mean, if you take over every Democratic city, you turn, you militarize it, you have these people come in, hold up lines, maybe a mile away from the voting booths or whatever, cause people not to be able to vote properly because they're checking registrations or whatever the issue might be. Yeah, you could absolutely turn these states red due to the I hate to say the poor whites on the outside and the rural areas. Absolutely, you can turn states red, and I think that's going to really mess us up.
Now,
Um,
ask you this, now, because you're a strong Democrat. Now, who does the Democrats have that they're going to start pushing hard for 2018? We know Gavin Newsom, and we look
oh yeah,
like Cory Booker. Who else?
Cory Booker is a little too soft. Gavin, I think he's probably the absolute, probably at this point the best.
Yeah.
If he giving Trump the same energy, I don't know if you guys seen the page that they have for his campaign. Well, not his campaign, I forgot what it's called, but it's like his team. It's hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious. Fox News is going crazy right now, trying to keep up with him. Anybody else? It's hard to say. I think it's Gavin. I think it's also Westmore. Westmore has a good chance if, again, he got to kind of get a little bit more fire underneath his butt, be a little strong,
Now,
and I think he'll have a good chance, especially if they have a ticket together.
how do you? Yes, and both of them, man, they don't have the grassroots black vote support. They don't have it.
I think Westmore actually does have it here in the Maryland, D.C. area. I say that. I think he absolutely does have that support. Uh,
Uh,
don't get it twisted. Westmore is absolutely like he's pro black for real, for real. I mean,
well,
he plays. You got well. Listen, you got to play the game, man.
he's pro
This
immigrant. That dude had already crashed out the reparations, and so with black folks out here. We don't know Gavin Newsom. His name is Mud with that bullshit he pulled with the reparations. So it's going to be interesting to see how this thing going to play out when the candidates are already on the shit list of the black grassroots. That's why we're going to see a lot more of these uh, dark money entities working with the Democrats funding these um, left-wing trolls, because there was already an expose on some of that dark money funding a lot of these trolls on Twitter and TikTok. It's showing that these people were getting like $8,000 a month and all that stuff. So we already see what's going on. Priscilla, what's up, Priscilla? Miss Priscilla, hop on in, ma'am.
Can you?
Well, I heard you, then you went out. What's up, Priscilla? Priscilla? Okay, Priscilla's having some technical issues with her joint right now. Let's get a power chaser in the building. Power chaser in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Priscilla, you back?
Yes.
What's on your mind, Priscilla? Oh, Lord. Priscilla, unmute your mic, ma'am.
It.
Ma'am, how is your phone this janky, dear? Priscilla, you can't hold a phone and a pipe at the same time. I don't know why your phone is this janky, ma'am. I'm trying to hear from you. We're going to have to move on if you don't get your phone together. All right. All right, let me get some more people in here. Let me get Brother Martin, our Brazilian brother, in here. Let's get Brother Martin in the building. Brother Martin in the building.
Doing, Brother Tariq, long time no see. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wait, my mic is on?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Because like for some reason mine is just going in and out. I'm using my my older iPhone SE. Man, I need to get another one ASAP. But anyway, piggybacking off of what the other Karen was saying about how most of your white supremacists are liberals. It's basically, I don't think she was trying to say was that the only white supremacists are liberals. Basically, like she was saying, like I say the last time I was on here, I was saying the white liberals are worse because they hide their white supremacy, and that old saying goes. What was the old saying? Shit. It's like you. It's like, what's the point of hiding yourself? Like, don't like show you like, oh yeah, give me all you got.
Right.
Basically, and see that's what America's about: white supremacy. And there's white supremacy on both sides. Like with the white South African immigrants from Trump, and and the white supremacy that goes against foundationals from the Democrats.
Right.
And
I got to land your plane because there's a lot of noise going on there, brother. But yeah, we're hip to that. We're hip to this hot potato game that the white supremacists like to play. They've always played this game. They've always played this good cop, bad cop game with us. And they were both anti-black. They've always fought with each other to see who gets to dominate us. I want y'all to understand something. Whenever they fight with each other, see, we don't get caught up in that because the prize is always us. We're the prize, ladies and gentlemen. They've always fought with each other. With Democrat, Republican. It's all about who gets to kick us in the ass at the end of the day. Who gets control of the whip? Because when we sit up here and let the Democrats win, they whoop our asses. I don't know why we sit up and pretend that the Democrats don't be whooping our asses. Many of these unjust shootings that happen to black people happen in Democrat cities under Democratic police chiefs, under Democratic mayors. Yeah. Saying they're no better with the right wingers. They're no damn better. They sit up and make heroes out of the Daniel Pennies and the Zimmermans and the Kyle Rittenhouses, people like that. So we do not fall for that good cop, bad cop narrative between white supremacists when they point the finger at each other. Both of you are complicit with white supremacy. Natasha, hop on, Natasha. Natasha didn't want to say nothing. Well, you shouldn't have brought your ass up here. Power, let's get Power. Mr. Power. All right, Mr. Power ain't saying nothing. Now, Priscilla, are you back? You trying to do it again, Priscilla? Is that phone still janky?
You're gonna slap my phone.
What happened, Miss Priscilla? Miss Priscilla. Miss Priscilla, can you get it together, dear? Why is your phone so janky, dear? In this day and age, I can't fathom how your phone is this janky. You got a T-Mobile Sidekick? What are you rocking with? All right. We're gonna get some more people in here. Let's get I Am Big. I Am Big in the building. Mr. I Am Big. Hop on, Big. And Big ain't saying nothing, so we'll get Jake. Let's try Jake. Maybe Jake will say something. Jake, hop on, Jake. Oh, then Jake disappeared. Okay. Where you at? Y'all raise those hands so we can get you up in here. And don't get in the request queue if you are not ready. Do not get in the request queue unless you're ready. Priscilla, you want to try it again? All right, Priscilla, I cannot waste time with you, ma'am. Yep.
I don't know. What's wrong with my phone?
Okay. You okay, Priscilla?
Get it on right.
Priscilla, it just sounds like a housing project in there. It has that project echo. And I know a lot of them projects, they get bad reception. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you got to go to the window and open the window so you can get some of the 5G radar in there.
Look, I put it.
Good Lord, Priscilla.
Look at this. I can't do it.
Priscilla, what's going on over there, dear?
I'm trying to get it.
Y'all over there, it sounds like multiple people over there. Y'all playing spades. Yeah. What are y'all doing over there? Trying to get you in here, Priscilla. I got to get some more people, Priscilla. Your phone is too janky, dear.
Look at that.
Okay, you sound like you over there drinking. Okay, I can't. You're slowing everything up, Priscilla.
Hey family, you all need to come down to the Hidden History Museum on Saturday, October 4th, 2025 for the Funny Fall Fest Comedy Mixer. It's hosted by Tariq Nasheed and Dwan B, and there are going to be some of the funniest comics in the game performing that night. This is the place to be. I've got a full evening lined up just for you, starting with a complimentary dinner, pop music, followed by a night of nonstop laughter. It's going to be popping for real. You don't want to miss this night of food, fun, and comedy at the Hidden History Museum. Get your tickets now at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. See you there.